What's up, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday. Listen, I got a little scandal that I've been reading into that's going on over there on Netflix and with Shondaland, okay? Now, star Ruby Baker, who played Marina in Bridgerton on Netflix, she is alleging that she had two psychotic breakdowns, and Netflix nor Shondaland, anybody from Shonda Productions, reached out to check on her to see if she needed anything, what they can do. She said the first one was even covered up and put on hush hush because the show was getting ready to come out and they didn't need no distractions, nothing, y'all. These are her words. I'm gonna show you the clip. We're gonna read the article and we're gonna talk about it because I want to know your thoughts and opinions over there on Shonda. Shonda, what's going on, honey? The people need help. They going through. What are you doing to help the people? Netflix? This is the issue. We're going to get into this, y'all. Welcome to Royer's Corner.
Since I have had two psychotic breaks, not a single person from Netflix from that show have even contacted me or emailed me to ask me if I'm okay.
If you play Yakira, then you play Marina Thompson, then who is Ruby Barker?
She said nobody from Shondaland or from Netflix has reached out to her since her two psychotic breakdowns, y'all. Not one, but two. Okay? Let's get right into this. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, I'm glad you're back. Hit the like button, comment down below. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Bridgerton star says Netflix did nothing when she had two psychotic breaks. It's almost like I had this metaphoric invisible pow to my head to sell this show because this show is bubbly fun, the actress Ruby Baker says. So here's Ruby. Excuse me, y'all. Make sure you're putting on your coats in the mornings, y'all, because this weather is just up and down. And it's got my throat and allergies messing with me, or sinuses. But y'all, here she is. I was a big fan of Bridgerton when that came out. Like, I'm really big on like the history of it all, like English history and like royalty and all of that. Like, I'm really, really into it. So this show really connected to me. I was enjoying it. You know, Shonda Productions put this on, so I was here for it. But now here we go talking about they not supporting the people in their mental health. Let's see what Ruby has to say. Bridgerton star Ruby Baker has spoken out against Netflix and Shondaland, the Shonda Rhimes-helmed production company behind the show, for failing to support her after suffered two psychotic breaks, okay? Excuse me. Baker, who played Marina, a woman rejected by Regis E. Eyre, London Society because the scandalous pregnancy, spoke about her experience during an interview on Oxford University's Loft podcast over the weekend. The actress shared that her first psychotic break happened after season 1 of Bridgerton's wrapped in 2019. And the second happened in 2022. She said she received no support from Netflix during that time. So nothing from Netflix from the first one, nothing from Netflix from the second one, okay? Not a single person from Netflix, not a single person from Shondaland, since I have had two psychotic breaks from that show. I have been contacted They have even contacted me or even emailed me to ask if I'm okay or if I would benefit from any sort of aftercare or support. Baker 26 said nobody. Excuse me. So here is that interview right here. You can catch that. I will put the link in the bio so you can go and watch this. So make sure you subscribe to their channel and hit the like button. This interview really tells a lot about her experience, as far as working on the show, playing her character, and we'll kind of get into a little bit of that. But I'm really, especially in the climate that we are in, and that we have been in for a very, very long time. I'm very surprised that there was no reach out, even if we were going to cover it up and keep it private. There was no kind of support or reach out to help her doing her mental health moment. That's been a really big thing that we've been talking about these last couple of years is mental health. Excuse me. And I'm just very disappointed in Netflix and Shondaland. Like, y'all have dropped the ball. But I see where we are with the actors being on strike. I think the actors have been on strike since July, August, I want to say. And that, like, they really held out. Like, the big guys really like allowed these people to stand outside and picket, and it goes on everywhere. That's just like, I want to say Ford, they were just on a strike here recently. So it speaks to why these actors and actresses did that, because look at the behavior and look at the treatment that they are receiving after giving their everything to these shows. In May 2022, Baker shared in an Instagram post that she had been really unwell for a really long time and that she had been struggling since Bridgerton. I am in the hospital at the minute and I am going to be discharged soon and hopefully get to continue my life. Baker told her followers at the time, I was rage-filled, angry, all of this intergenerational trauma bundled up inside me. I was carrying the weight of the world on my back, and now I am at the point where I have a diagnosis. Okay, so she has a diagnosis from her doctor of what's going on. She had the psychotic break. Okay. In that Instagram post, Baker also thanked Netflix for saving her by giving her the role on Bridgerton. On the Loft podcast, though Baker said that she was distressed by her sudden ascent to fame caused by the hit show, which made the promotional obligations difficult. It's almost like I had a metaphoric invisible pow to my head to sell the show because this show is bubbly and fun. I'm so sorry. The work itself was a challenge too, Baker said, explaining that the turmoil and the isolation that her character Marina suffered through took a dramatic toll on her mental health. During filming, I was deteriorating. She said it was really tormenting place for me to be because my character was very alienated and very ostracized on her own under horrible circumstances. So I have heard that actors say playing certain roles, it leaves kind of a imprint on you. Like you have to go to a deep place to do these certain roles to really get the real raw emotion. And I feel like when you tap into some of those things, you really kind of you messing with, stuff, in my opinion. You're tapping into emotions and feelings that, are, in my opinion, you have to go to a very, really dark, deep place, especially if you really watch the show and know what her character was going through. She had really a lot of emotional scenes and emotional trauma, going on with her character, Marina. And so she had to go to those places in order to be the best, okay? So right here, it just breaks down her character specifically. So I'll skip that. If you've watched the show, cool. If not, you need to watch Bridgerton because it was just a really, really good production, really good acting, really good storylines. I really, really enjoyed it, okay? When I went into the hospital a week after shooting Bridgerton season 1, it was really covered up and kept on the down low because the show was going to be coming out, Baker said on the podcast of her first psychotic break. She continued in the run-up to the show coming out. I was just coming out from the hospital. My Instagram following was going up. I had all these engagements to do. My life was changing drastically overnight, and yet there was still no support, and there still hasn't been any support all that time. So I was trying really, really hard to act like it was okay and that I could work and it wasn't a problem. The Daily Beast reached out to Netflix and Shondaland for comments. Whew, y'all, Shonda, Netflix, we need to hear something. We need some kind of answers. This young lady has given her all. This show was amazing. Her skills were amazing. And I do feel like when you have characters, I feel like all actors should have a level of therapy and care maybe that they should get when playing these roles, especially these really deep dark roles, because you really got to go to a deep dark place to pull that realness out of it, in my opinion. I'm really disappointed, if I'm honest, with Shondaland. If what Ruby is saying is true, especially from, and I'm just gonna take it here from a Black standpoint, this young lady, in my opinion, she looks like a sister of ours. And so I feel like, where was that connection? Even if Netflix didn't do it, where was the connection from Shondaland? Where was that olive branch extended to make sure that she was okay? Because, I mean, you can't say you didn't know, because they said, that they hushed up what was going on as far as her having her psychotic break, because they didn't want to take the attention away from the show, whatever. The show was going to be a success still, whether she went through it or not, in my opinion, because of the storyline, the acting, the writing. It was amazing in my thoughts and opinions. But y'all let me know what you think. Netflix, in the climate that we have been in, I am disappointed. Shondaland, I'm truly disappointed. Like, Miss Shonda Rhimes, we got to have us all staff meeting around the building. We got to have some conversations. We got to have some sensitivity training, HR training. We got to talk. We got to get some mental health training so we can see the signs, so that we can help our actors and actresses, because it's going to be a little too late when we get down the road. And God forbid, Lord, don't ever let this happen. But if something happens to her, then we want to care all of a sudden. But, shame on Netflix. Shame on Shondaland if what Miss Ruby is saying is true. Horrible. Y'all, leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Do you think what Ruby is saying is believable? Can you see Netflix and Shondaland not reaching out and keeping silent after her 2 psychotic breakdowns? I don't know. I just... because it is the industry, I could see it happening, yes, because there is no care, really. Heck, these corporate people don't really care about you in real life, like, if we want to keep it 100% real. But there is a lack of empathy, in my opinion, for people who give their all on the screen and then they're just left to, like, okay, thank you for your services, like, bye. They need to be taken, care of outside of financially. There needs to be a mental health stability portion of it. I really believe that. But leave your thoughts and opinions below. Hit the like button on this video. If you're not a subscriber, check out my channel. If you like what we got going on, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. Y'all, Netflix, Shondaland, get it together. Help the people. She had 2 psychotic breakdowns. And to this day, she said, ain't nobody reached out to her. That's a problem. Hit the like button on this video. Subscribe, share. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will catch y'all next time in Royer's Corner. Bye.